Arsenal made history during the first leg of their UCL quarter-final by beating Real Madrid with a score of 3-0, a clear-cut win including two splendid free kicks scored by Declan Rice. But the battle is not over yet, and Arsenal knows it. The second leg will take place at the legendary Bernabeu Stadium this Wednesday, and Real Madrid has only one thing in mind: making a comeback. Hello everyone, welcome back to Free Kick. I hope you are doing well. To all the football lovers, make yourself at home because you are at the right place. Our subject of the day is the second leg of the UCL quarter-finals between Arsenal and Real Madrid. And the question is simple: will Real Madrid make a comeback? Do Real Madrid have the capacity to defeat Arsenal despite their heavy loss during the first leg? Will Arsenal choke again? Most of the Madridistas say yes, especially because the game will be at the Bernabeu, and we have all seen crazy things happen in this stadium. However, as a Madrid fan, I have mixed feelings about this whole situation. I imagine things will be more complex this time around. I believe we can win, but only under certain circumstances. First and foremost, Ancelotti will have to make the right choices while building the starting 11 and make the right changes at the right time during the match. That type of 11 with Mbappe, Vini, Rodrigo and Bellingham all on the front is not suitable. Let's be bold and put Vini, Rodrigo, Bellingham and Endrick instead in attack. Then Ceballos and Arda can be our midfielders, while we put Valverde, Asensio, Rudiger and Fran in defense. Many people will not believe in this starting 11 at all, but it is the only one that can save us in our situation. Secondly, our mind games will have to work on Arsenal. Many people think that it is the aura of the Bernabeu that intimidates the teams we face, but in reality, it has nothing to do with that. These teams sabotage themselves from the very beginning because they always fall into the same trap, starting to doubt themselves. From the moment a team begins to waver in our stadium while playing against us, that team has already lost. We need to appear strong and calm enough to scare Arsenal. From there, if they start wavering, it's a done deal. And finally, the entire team must act like one. They must work harder than ever on the pitch and make all the necessary efforts, from defensive retreats to attacking sequences, including the pressing. Everything must be on point. Nevertheless, with the way things are going, I have serious doubts about our ability to make a comeback. And I hope I'm wrong, but hear me out. First of all, the club is only talking about a remontada, aka comeback, and has even started a massive communication campaign around that idea. Everyone is playing along, from the players to the manager. The message sent is that we can do it this time as well, just as we already did before. But they forgot that the other comebacks we achieved were with teams that actually acted like real teams and that were way more reliable than this one. Then apparently, instead of studying Arsenal and finding the perfect cheat code to subdue them and beat them, Ancelotti's staff prefers to exploit the psychology of our players by showing them video montages of our previous exploits. Everything I've just mentioned is supposed to reassure us, the fans, that the team can do it, but none of these elements have any logical or rational basis. They are all abstract. No clear strategy has been put forward, as if they have no concrete plan, and that's not reassuring. We cannot simply rely on the atmosphere around the Bernabeu and our history as a club to win. These elements alone will not be enough. Much more will be needed. And to make matters worse, the last time we turned a situation of that specific nature around was in 1976 against a team named Derby County. And so much time has passed since then. Arsenal can very well use their advantage to qualify, but it will also happen under certain conditions. Firstly, if they refuse to allow themselves to be intimidated by this Real Madrid team and by the atmosphere at the Bernabeu, in that case, they will be able to face us fearlessly and deploy their game as if nothing is happening. And secondly, if they choose to attack while staying disciplined defensively and fully defend towards the end of the match, in that case, they will give us a lot of work during the entire match because we will be forced to put more energy into defending our camp and avoiding to concede. By the time we will get to search for goals, we will not have enough time left to turn things around. These are the only ways Arsenal can leverage their advantage. The first 20 to 30 minutes of the match will be crucial. It is inside that time frame that Real Madrid must manage to at least reduce the gap and score 1 to 2 goals without conceding any. If the team manages to do this, Arsenal will most likely start to doubt themselves and we will be able to believe in a potential victory. If Arsenal scores first, it's over. I am very excited to know the outcome of that second leg, and I will not make any prediction because I genuinely have no idea of what could happen. We shall see. That was all for today. What do you think will happen during that second leg? Share it in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching and I see you next time.